Hi, I'm Dave Baring, Technical Director here at TriStar, and welcome to another Tech Talk. Today I want to talk to you about a particular application where there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether or not Rulons can be used, and that's in the environment of fully submerged applications. Fully submerged and PTFE have not necessarily gone together well over the years, and the trick to using a PTFE-based bearing and using it in a wetted environment, especially full submersion, is being sure that you use PTFE with the right fillers. There's really just a few fillers that are compatible with fully wetted environments. PTFE, as you well know, is a material that's really designed for dry applications. When you introduce water or some other liquids, it has a tendency to flush away that third body transfer material that we depend on so often for really good bearing life in terms of the Rulon and fluoroalloy materials. But we do have materials that have been specially formulated specifically to run in water. And when I say water, we're talking clear water primarily. We're not talking about necessarily heavy slurries. Certainly there can be different chemistries that the materials can function in. But if we're talking about fresh water, clear water, then the material of choice is called Rulon W2. Now, Rulon W2 has been around for a long, long time, and it's a very, very common material in little things like pump bearings, little sump pumps and things like that. They can be made into a classic cutlass bearing with the longitudinal grooves, and that helps with flushing of the water through the shaft bearing contact area. They can also be run with spiral grooves, or they can be run with no grooves at all. It really depends on the design and what you're trying to accomplish. But in clear water applications, you can feel very comfortable with the Rulon W2. It's going to work very well in that environment. The thing that we would suggest again is if you have an application in that type of environment, give us a call and talk to us about it. We can also use it in some chlorine water applications, deionized water. There's other places that we can use it, but we suggest that you contact TriStar's engineering department and just let us walk through it with you and be sure that that's the right selection. The other material that we have available is more suitable for salt water. As you know, salt water can be kind of a tricky environment with certain fillers, and we don't want to use a material that has a filler that can cause any kind of galvanic reaction with the hardware. So what we recommend in salt water is Rulon 1439. And the Rulon 1439, as I mentioned in a previous video, is also meets a lot of the regulatory agency approvals. But in the case of salt water, whether it be bilge pumps or just simple applications where there's saltwater immersion or splash or salt fog, these are all environments where the 1439 works very, very well and is very compatible. Again, the 1439 and the W2 both run quite well against stainless steel or aluminum or any of the soft metals, even naval brass. So you can rest assured that as far as hardware life and bearing life, those materials will be very, very compatible in those environments. Again, we appreciate you visiting us on these videos. Be sure and check out some of the other ones on specific topics. We're adding new videos all the time, so check back with us often. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you again.